Chad Hasty Show, News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. We continue taking a look at the candidates as early voting continues here in the state of Texas. Joining us on the phones right now to talk about his campaign for Lubbock County Commissioner Precinct 2, it's Jason Corley. Jason, good morning.
Morning, Chad. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
Oh, can't complain. A little cold, but I'm hanging in there.
Good. Well, let's I guess get some of the news out of the way. Your opponent took to Facebook the other day to call you out for not paying your property taxes. From what I understand, those have been paid off.
Yeah. So, just FYI to everyone in Lubbock County. Your county commissioners, they need your tax dollars. Those pay raises aren't going to pay themselves. So January 31st is when your property taxes are due. My grandfather had passed away. My daughter had her tonsils out at the end of the month. Just got busy. Went by there, paid them. No big deal. A couple days late. I find it really hypocritical that my opponent was complaining about that. In 2006, his property taxes were late. So, what was he doing then? Oh, that's right. He was running for county commissioner. Okay. So, yeah, pretty weak attack on his part, I thought. He doesn't really care to debate me on the issues. He just wants to find little things to gripe about.
Well, let's talk about some of the issues because it seems like that's a done issue right there. Jason, why, at the end of the day, why do you want to be county commissioner?
Well, unlike our current commissioners, I'm not doing it for the money. I want to get into that office and treat it like what it is. It's a civil servant's position. It's not a career path. I want to be able to be your county commissioner for Precinct 2 so we can maintain our roads and then try to keep our tax rates as low as possible.
Well, okay, let's talk about low taxes first. How do you reverse? Because Lubbock County, they keep bringing in money. They keep bringing in money and increasing their pay. How do you turn the table on that?
Well, for starters, just to go out and set a good example, I'm going to call for a salary grievance committee right off the bat as soon as I'm elected, as soon as I take office. And I'll go before the salary grievance committee and plead my case for why they need to lower my pay back to what the county commissioners were being paid in 2017. That'll save the county $23,000 right off the bat. Something else we need to look at is all this equipment that we buy for maintaining our roads. It's all leased. Leasing is one of the most expensive options you can do. I mean, some people think it saves you on maintenance, but when I'm looking around at large companies that I work with that build our locations here in the oil field, they buy all of their equipment because once it's paid off, then they start to really make some money off of that equipment. Whereas the county, I think if we could, pay that equipment off and just keep it operational, keep it going, we ought to be able to get a lot more mileage out of it and save us some money right off the bat that help take care of our roads. Something else we need to be looking at, our medical examiner for Lubbock County is the highest paid medical examiner in the entire country. So that's my question. Why is his salary alone $500,000 a year? I mean, that's $500,000 right there. There's 2 MEs that practice in Lubbock. Could we not save money by outsourcing this? I mean, by using a private sector solution to solve a public sector problem?
Visiting with Jason Corley, candidate for Precinct 2, County Commissioner, Lubbock County Republican Party, of course. Jason, you're in this race, you're going up against somebody who's been there for a while. What are you hearing from folks when you're going out, knocking on doors, talking to people? Because, usually in these type of races, the incumbent does have an edge. They do have an edge on this thing. What are you hearing from people? Are they ready for new leadership?
Oh, well, the incumbent lost his edge when he gave himself a 41% pay raise over the last 3 years' time. When you go knock on the door of a retired school teacher and you tell them that their county commissioner voted to raise their pay by that much and now makes $81,000 a year, their jaws just drop. And my opponent's been critical, saying that his job is not a part-time job, and he takes offense to me saying that. Well, what's funny is that's everybody. When I knock on people's doors, they go, $81,000 for a part-time job? What is this? People are they're tired of it. There's not the benefit to the incumbent is gone in this race. It's not. I wouldn't say it's even a factor. People are tired of it. They're fed up. They watch their taxes go up. They watch their roads get worse, and they watch our county commissioner salaries increase by 41% over the last 4 years. I don't know anyone in the private sector who's had that kind of pay raise.
Does there need to be a property property increase cap?
Okay. So the cap that Governor Abbott's proposing is 2.5%. Now, here's the thing about it. I hear people bawling and squalling about local control on that. That's going to give the local control back to the voter. Your county commissioners won't be allowed, or your taxing entities won't be allowed to go over 2.5% increase in pay, or not in pay. I'm sorry, in increase in your taxes without it triggering an automatic rollback election. No more getting signatures. No more trying to get those in by a certain time. Having people review them. It is an automatic thing. So that triggers an automatic election, which doesn't limit anybody except for your local taxing entities. Say we want to build a road or a school, and we know that we're going to have to raise taxes to do it. Well, put it to the voter. If the voter wants it, the voter can have it. It's your tax dollars. We're going to spend it however you want it spent.
Jason Corley, before I let you go, I want to ask you about two issues that has sprung up in the debate for the Lubbock County judge debate. One of those, a bond election for Woodrow Road. What are your thoughts on that? Bond election or pay as you go?
I would like to do pay as we go, and this is why I say that. There's plenty of money there. We spent $6.1 million on voting machines we didn't need that are going to have to be replaced in 4 years. The only reason we did that is because the company that sold them to us came out with a new model. $6.1 million would have gone pretty good distance. Yet last night I got to visit with some TxDOT engineers out at Lubbock Cooper High School that were out there for another public forum, or whatever you want to call it, for the Loop 88 project.
Right.
Talking with these guys, they have been on our county commissioners for years now to put together a road plan for Lubbock County. That way we can prepare for this growth as we go. Well, we just barely got an engineer back on staff. I mean, this is something that's been clearly neglected for the last 10 years at least. So what I want to do is let's get a civil engineering firm to come in. Let's do that road study so we get an idea of where we need to spend that money, where that growth is going, and how we can stay out ahead of it.
Jason, you would think with all the talk that these folks have done for years and years and years about roads that they'd have a road study done.
Well, you would think a lot of things would have gotten done, yet here we are. How telling is it that you have got three businessmen that are all running, that are all stepping up and running for these offices? Every single one of us running for this, except for the incumbents, we have our own businesses. We have our own careers. We can make more money elsewhere, but we're willing to give of our time and give of our money. I guarantee every one of us is going to take a hit in our personal business to do this, but it's a public service that needs to be served, and that's why I'm running. That's why I believe the county judge candidates are running. That's why Chad Hasty is running. We've watched this go on for too long, and we're tired of it. We're ready to make changes.
Very good. Jason, tell folks where they can find out more information about you.
You can go to my website at votejasoncorley.com, or better yet, just call me on my cell phone. It's 806-577-9778.
Very good. Jason Corley, candidate in the Republican primary for Precinct 2, Lubbock County Commissioner. Always appreciate you, Jason, and we'll visit with you before Election Day, okay?
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you. That's Jason Corley.